We are
Hey,
live.
hey, hey. I am so excited to be here live with Leanne Mason, who is amazing. I'm Rone Brummett. We are here for your Wednesday Wellness, and we love to talk about lots of different topics. And this week, Leanne came up with a great topic, which is near and dear to my heart, and it is forgiveness. And isn't it interesting? Nobody really thinks about forgiveness for wellness, but without forgiveness, it just starts to canker your soul. It starts to canker your heart, and that can start to cause dis-ease in your body. Um, one of the modalities that Leanne and I both do is called emotion code. She also does body code and is working on belief code, which is like the next step and the next step, which is amazing. But it's so important for forgiveness to release those old stuck emotions. And those old stuck emotions start to cause dis-ease in your body. Leanne, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
So there's many books and different things that talk about this, right? The body keeps score. Feelings buried alive never die. Dr. Bradley Nilsson, who created the body code, the emotion code, and the belief code, it talks about how as we shove down emotions, they then create imbalances in the body. And our subconscious mind's job is to keep us safe. So with those imbalances, it's like, oh, that's not safe. Let's shove it down. And I used to think it was funny when I got married to my husband, when I would get frustrated and I wouldn't talk about it because that's kind of like I was taught, don't talk about it, you're fine. And he'd go, okay, go ahead and shove that in the big toe and see how that feels later. And I kind of thought it was like he was being flippant, but truthfully, he was right. Like we shove emotions down and later on something happens and we got an ache and we're like, I don't even know how come I'm achy there. So I'm going back to school. I love continuing learning. And I came across a training about the body and the body mind connection with forgiveness. It was fascinating. And I don't have all the research because I didn't dig, down deeper. But they were talking about how research has been done on how athletes, if they forgive something that's happened recently, that they're performing better or different things like that. Now, the research I did find, I have put together in a whole thing called Improving
So good.
Your Overall Wellness by Forgiving. So I'm going to give that link to you guys right now. You can check it out a little bit more. I'm also certified in Ho'oponopono, which is the Hawaiian forgiveness practice. And it's about just forgiving. And a lot of times, the person we need to forgive the most is ourselves. The voice we talk or hear the most in our heads is ourselves, being critical of self. So I love doing this practice. Um, my favorite, I've talked to you guys about it before, is the doTERRA Emotions Kit. Often I use forgive. Oh, it's upside down. Forgive. And sometimes I actually layer it with console because you might have those things that are just going on like crazy and you got to forgive yourself, but you also have to console whatever it is that might have been there. So what I do is I just put them on my heart chakra because that's the best for forgiveness is getting our heart chakra realigned. So, we talk about overall wellness, right? And I'm only going to do part of this. I'm only going to give it to you once, but you say each of these statements 3 times. And we'll talk about it after. So I like to put both hands on my heart, take a deep breath. I forgive myself. I am doing the best I know how, repeated 3 times. Then it's one hand out. I forgive, state their name. I forgive others, state the situation, because sometimes it can be the situation, right? I forgive others. They are doing the best they know how, repeated 3 times. Then I take it one step further. I forgive the situations past and present that no longer serve me. And then I repeat that 3 times. And then I take a deep breath and I see my higher power who has already taken care of all the muck, all the past, all the garbage, taking that from me because it's gone. So that's one of the things I like to do to support forgiveness. Rone, what do you like to do to support forgiveness?
Well, I putting the forgive over my heart every single day because you're right. Person I need to forgive most often is myself for those silly thoughts that happen. But I wanted to talk about when you forgive other people and you wish them kindness and goodness and all those good things, you don't have to let them back into your life. So often we're told, well, forgive and forget. Well, let's forgive, let's release that situation. You don't have to remember it all the time. That's not the thing, but you don't have to let that back in to hurt you over and over and over again. Because sometimes there are just people who haven't done their self-development, haven't done the work that they need to do to get past things, and we don't have to let them back in our lives. Um,
I, that is so key. Forgiveness is releasing self, not condoning the action or the person.
yes,
And if you choose, you can create something new with them and have them back in your life, but it has to be healthy and it
yes.
has to be restorative. So, what does restorative mean to you, Rone?
For me, I've had situations where somebody kept trying to bring the past forward and saying, well, this happened and you did this or and I'm like, okay, so we can forgive the past and then move forward from here and set up healthy boundaries where if that person brought the past back up, I'd say, you know what, remember we talked about we weren't going to talk about this anymore. We've forgiven each other. It's not a thing. Um, so we can continue moving forward, or we can just like take a break from each other for a little bit. So just setting those healthy boundaries so that your forgiveness can be true and complete. Because if you keep bringing it back from the past, that's not forgiveness. My husband always says that it's like you take your suitcase to a situation and you open it up and you throw all the stuff out from the past and then you work it all through and then you gather it all up and put it back in the suitcase and take it home. He's like, why take that suitcase home? Like, get rid of all the stuff. So that's what we really try to do is work through because it's important to work through it. Oh, another of my favorite things is I met, well, not met like personally, but I heard Hal Elrod speak a couple weeks ago at doTERRA's leadership, and it is okay to be totally angry about something for 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes to just and get all this stuff out, and then go, right? As soon as you've like worked it all through, can't change it. So then you're going to move forward. And how are you going to move forward? In peace and kindness and joy.
So,
So
I
that's what I
love
try to work on.
taking that 5 minutes and then combating it with 10 to 15 minutes of positivity and creation. You get all the negative out and you don't want to leave that space empty. You want to fill your bucket back up. And so creating things like on my desk, and I don't know if this is going to hold. Oh, it's going to. That's great. Right there. Oh, maybe. No, I can't get it
Read it
just
to us.
right. So
Read it to
it says, life holds many exciting possibilities for me. So when I first got that, I was like, ugh, that I can't say it because it didn't feel right. So flip it. I am choosing to see a life holding many possibilities or full of many exciting possibilities until you can say, life holds many exciting possibilities for me. So as you get rid of the negative, I'm gratitude statements, 5 minutes of gratitude, 5 minutes of what's possible. So Wednesday
Love
wellness,
that.
forgive yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself and forgive others. We are all doing the best that we know how. And the evidence of that, there are very few people who are truly evil, right? Most of us are doing the best we can. And the evidence is if we're not doing the best we can, we would be doing it differently. So I loved that when I learned that forgive yourself, because if you're truly striving to be the best you can be, then you are doing the best you can. So
Absolutely.
comment below, what was your biggest takeaway from today's Wednesday Wellness? We want to bring you holistic wellness because it's not just about one or the other. It's about
Absolutely.
making small changes to improve our overall health.
Yes.
Have a great day.